What it do, YouTube? Back with another car vlog. Late night in the whip. 2 a.m. 2 a.m. drive, man. How y'all been? Man, it's been a busy week, man. Outside of recording videos and god dang it, streaming. It's been one of those, and I ain't gonna complain about it, man. And this coming out quicker than the last one. I know some of my stuff, it be like a week later. And this coming out, this is today. This is early Sunday morning. I just felt like I need to, you feel me? What am I at? I know I'm at. Yeah, I just felt like I need to get back to the basics sometimes. Yeah. I should have made it right there. Well, that thing look nice up there. I ain't gonna lie. What they having up there? That's my where I need to be. But yeah, man. NBA Finals. Game 2 is tonight. Man, if you see this before the game, let me know who y'all got. Indiana. They did the upset. Boy, they came OKC. You know, OKC was 29-1 on the season against Eastern Conference teams, what I heard. They goddamn was up 15 in the fourth quarter last time I checked. They let that man come back and give them, I think that was their first lead of the game with .03 seconds. The Pacers had to lead for 0.3 seconds of the game. And that's only 0.3 seconds that matter the other game. That's stuff crazy. And me personally, I feel like they had the wrong defender on him. Either I'm putting Shea on him for that shot, and we're not switching, or I'm putting Dort on him. I'm not very familiar. I think his name is Williams. Not Jalen, but the other dude. I'm not very familiar with him, so I'm not sure if he's supposed to be a defensive player. But you know this man keep hitting game winners and game-tying shots in this playoff series. Not this series, but this run of this year's playoffs. I'm putting somebody either equal height or my best perimeter defender. I'm not letting him get off like that. That's just me personally. Sometimes I feel like scooters need their own lane on the sidewalk. There's no reason why I need to drive slow because you decide to get on a slow motor vehicle. Like if they don't have a lane for you, you should be on the sidewalk. That's just me personally. I ain't gonna lie. It used to be a time over here, weekend, except when there was jerks about the dress code. But yeah, it used to be a time over here when they wasn't jerks about the dress code. And when I say they were jerks about the dress code, they pick a time and date when they want to be jerks about the dress code. Like 1 week, you can get away with the fit. The next week, they on shice. And it's like, I remember I was wearing a Nike windbreaker. Like, it's cool to wear that in most places. Like, I can get into the clubs downtown. It's just a windbreaker. And it's like, it's chilly outside. It ain't like it's warm. The security guard walked past me. Then walked back towards me and said, hey, I don't know if you're going to get in with that. Like, you security. You don't know if I can get in with that or not. So then he going to say, hey, what you got under there? So I had on a polo white tee. Just a regular t-shirt with a polo logo. He said, oh, you can't get no plain white tee. Nah, you ain't gonna be able to get in. I'm like, so you didn't know if I get in with the jacket. But you know I can't get with the that's crazy. You just didn't want me in up. Boy. And then they had a hat policy too. You couldn't wear hats in the weekend. Well, you get in line. They won't even let you take the hat inside. They're like, hey, you can take it back to your car, but you gotta get at the end of the line, or you can let them hold it at the door, and anybody can pick it up. They just put it on the thing. I thought my cousin. Yeah, they just gonna put it on a little thing, and you just pick it up when you walk out. Like, y'all try to get over. I got it. I ain't tripping. I understand it now. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna make it a mission to start coming back to the park to get some walking in. Maybe some vlogs too. Maybe I can run into some people. But yeah, I need to make it a mission this summer to come out here at least. I hate when people do this. Like, why are you in both lanes? Get in one of the lanes. Yeah, at least come up here and get twice a week. Knock out two birds, one stone, get my walking steps in, and maybe some content. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't been up here this summer, but in previous summer, it'd be packed around that 7, 8 o'clock-ish. So, really, it's been basketball that's been holding me up. I always want to watch it. But, yeah, this might be outside of Sundays and Tuesdays. Really, Sunday I can do it. Just Tuesday, just too close of a time crunch. Gotta go skating. Coming here about 6:37. You know, hopefully can get some park content. If not, I still got my exercise in, so I ain't gonna complain about it. I know in my last car vlog, god damn, they just ran that red light. They must have turned back to a walking symbol on them. I know the last time I went past all my old schools. Now I gotta go back to past my college. I did 6 years at this college. Did 5 years of undergrad and 1 year of graduate programming. Not even to get my master's degree. It was just to try to get a certificate. That would have took me 1.5 years to get if I was staying in undergrad. If I ain't changed my major, I would have been in undergrad for 6.5 years. And the crazy part about it was 3 classes that was needed. It was gonna take me 1.5 years to do all 3 classes because they decided to only offer the classes once a week, all at the same time. Each one of the classes only offer on Mondays at 5:30 p.m. And my advisor, shout out to him, he was like, yeah, you might want to change. I had like enough hours to graduate in 5 years. It was like, yeah, if you stay in this program because you ain't took these classes, it's gonna take you another 1.5 years. So he already knew they wasn't changing the schedule of this class anytime soon. He was like, yeah, this came from the airport, didn't you? Like, yeah, you gonna be stuck in this program for another 1.5 years. And like, I suggest you go to graduate because they offer them classes more in the graduate program than so I ended up taking all the classes, and I think I was trying to get my teacher certification. I think only thing left to get my teacher certification is 1 or 2 more classes. Matter of fact, no, it's just 1 more class. Matter of fact, it was 4 classes. It was 3 that was offered at the same time. One was it's like a work study. So basically, you get placed into a school, and you basically be a teacher assistant. So that's the only thing I had. I don't know if stuff changed because it's been years. But if that's the only thing I got left, I just got to do that and take 2 tests to get my teacher certification. But I don't really feel like doing it. And it was kind of funny. It was one dude I was cool with. He found out, because we had a teacher, she was just that BS. Like, she only like one person in the class, and that person did no wrong. And it was funny. I guess I can say it, because they told me. They should have told me if they didn't want me to say that. So the teacher been having trouble with the administration. So I don't know who I talked to. It was like the dean or something of that department or whatever. And they was like, I'm gonna go around through the school. I see like the dormitory and like the airplane. But yeah, they seen what grade I got. And they were like, how you get this grade? And I told them like, hey, she waited until all the classes was over and it was time for the final exam, but she didn't give us a final exam. She gonna then say, hey, everybody in the class except for this one person, which was her favorite, did the online assignments wrong for the class discussion. She was like, everybody was supposed to write a full page about the topic. Only one person did that. Remind you, we were using this thing called e-learn. It don't tell you when you write a page. It's like you write on Facebook. It's like a post. So you can keep writing, but you don't know when it's a page. You just writing. And then she was like, if you want your full credit for those, you need to email them to me before what would have been the exam time for class. So it'd been 5:30. This lady emailed me while I was at work, talking about hey, I haven't got your assignments yet. Are you turning them in? I just simply email back, no, I'm not. I'm at work. Like, the grade I get is the grade I get. Like, so they was like, yeah, TSU, y'all. Oh, they got a new sign. Oh, they got some money in here. Oh, that was new. They ain't used to have that. Yeah, what was I saying? They was like, yeah, if you just turn all your assignments, we will regrade your assignments and get you a new grade. We will appeal her grade and get you a new grade. And we done this with students in the past. I was like, oh, dang, for real? Like, yeah, we've been doing this for the past couple of years. And it's like, what it is we want her to quit, but she want us to fire her so she can collect unemployment. And it's like, oh, so y'all in a bad relationship, but neither one of y'all want to leave the relationship. She want to get fired, but y'all want her to quit. So she do stuff to get fired, but y'all like, no, we're not firing you. We want you to quit. So that's like, y'all just going back to regrading people's stuff because she's giving people bad grades on purpose. Like, are you serious? And you know me, I stand. Hey, me, I would take a. Like, people be doing dumb stuff. I swear. Like that. They ain't gonna do some dumb shit like that. That's why you gotta hit them back now. But hey, it was a time of my life over at them apartments. I ain't gonna lie. Me and my homie was talking about that the other day when we went over there. It was like my freshman or sophomore year. Yeah, house parties, yes sir. But yeah, if a teacher messed me up on, I never really care if I got a bad grade or bad grades, because I was smart enough to know how to still pass the class and not do the work. I know college is a little different than school. I know in middle school I did it twice when a teacher did me wrong. I had one teacher, I think I told the story, but I'm gonna just tell one of them. One teacher, I had a dentist appointment, so I missed her class. So I came in, her planning period is second period. So I came in, gave her my late note, and said, hey, did I miss anything? Did I got any work to make up? So I gave him an excuse. I came to you second block doing your planning period. And he told me, no, you don't have nothing. I'll see you tomorrow. Cool. That's cool. I'm not tripping. Next day, I get in class, sit down, chilling. She gonna say, hey, make sure y'all study. Remember, y'all got this spelling bee today, and it is worth a test grade. I'm like, all right. You know me, I'm like, I'm in this class, so I guess I gotta do the spelling bee too. So I went to her nice list, like, hey, I came to you yesterday. No, I said, hey, do you have the words for the spelling bee I can look over real quick? She was like, no, I don't have any more copies. Oh, okay. Well, can I go look at the words with somebody else, like for the spelling bee? She was like, nah, I don't want you disturbing nobody. I was like, oh, okay. So I went back to my seat and minded my business. What about, my name was the second name she called in the spelling bee, talking about spell a word. I said, you know you didn't give me the words, right? Well, you still got participate. This is a test grade. So you want me to fail, huh? She said a word I ain't never heard before. I said, I don't know the word. She like, you gotta try to spell it. I said Z and sat down. I know she was hot. So for the rest of that semester, I ain't do no work. Like right before, not semester, that's 6 weeks. For the rest of the 6 weeks, I ain't do no work. She gonna stop. She gonna have me meet with like 2 other people in class. I don't know about the other 2 people. I just didn't do no work for the rest of the 6 weeks. So she was like, man, she told me my grade. She was like, yeah, you got like a 36 in this class. You keep this up, you gonna have to repeat 8th grade. I was like, I'm not. The lowest grade you can give me by law is a 56. She was like, oh, well, if you keep this up, you gonna fail. I was like, all right, I'll make sure I don't fail. I know what grades to get to pass. I just gotta get, what was it, a 78, the next 6 weeks, and I passed the class. And I ended up passing the class, and she was hot. But yeah, that's a little end of my story. But I'm gonna end this video right here. I'm gonna catch y'all next time. Godspeed.